What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This here is your boy Jalen Harrison with the Real Talk 101 segment. It's been a minute since I've done this, been busy with life and all that. But anyways, if this is your first time watching any of my Real Talk 101 segments or Real Talk 101 videos, bit of a disclaimer. If you don't like real conversations, if you do not like real talks, which most of y'all don't, please do not watch any of my videos because we keep it raw, cut, and unfiltered here. And if you don't like anything that I say, you kind of try to comment on your feelings, don't watch my videos. However, if you like real conversations, if you like real talks, then as always, watch my videos. So today I'm going to talk about the incident that happened in Chicago with them kids jumping that mother and her two kids, the woman who had sickle cell and the little boy who was 9 and the daughter who was 6. And I just wanted to touch on that because it is a bigger problem than Chicago, obviously. But let me go on here and start by saying this. That was unacceptable. Period. You can blame it on lack of resources or whatever. That's not a lack of resource. That's lack of morals and that's lack of respect in the household. You can have lack of resources, but still have morals and still have respect. That starts in the damn household. Now, one of the children who was involved, one of their mothers commented and said that their child is a AB student, captain of a cheer team, whatever. I don't give a damn if they was captain of the damn chess club and if they had damn straight F's. It don't take that much to have morals or to have a respect. You can have all kind of accolades you want, but if you're not teaching your kids morals or respect or teach them to respect elderly people, then none of that is gonna matter. And also too, she tried to mention that she has a castle or whatever, talking about like it takes a village to raise a child. Here's the thing: either that castle or that village sucks at teaching that child morals and respect, or y'all don't give a damn. Because if that was the case, she should know better. And y'all want to say, well, kids are being kids. No. I was 12 or 13. I was not jumping or beating up no adults. I didn't do anything remotely to jumping. Even if I got into fights, I've never had to jump in unless somebody else did. Now, but I wasn't out there attacking adults or nothing either because you don't know what adults go through. Yeah, that woman has sickle cell, but I've always said be careful running up on certain adults because you're gonna run up on people who don't care, and you're gonna run up on people who might have been in the military who still got some military training. Then your kids get fucked up. Then all of a sudden, oh no, you fucked up my child. No, you lost all rights to get mad. Yeah, I said it. You lost all your rights to get mad because you, as a parent, refuse to discipline your child or teach your child morals and respect and teach them how to respect their elders. So that's on you. You failed that child. Because I grew up in the hood, but my parents taught us morals and respect. We didn't go around just beating up people for no damn reason. We didn't do that shit. Because that would have been our ass. But some of y'all parents, y'all want to try to be y'all kids' friends and be like, oh, well, I don't believe in whoopings yet. Because guess what? You got into so much trouble that you got your ass whooped a lot. Now, all of a sudden, you're like, well, I don't want to whoop my kids because you're trying to live your life through your damn kids. And you let your kids do whatever the hell they want to. Now they out here acting like that they ain't got to respect nobody because that starts with you. And y'all can say like, well, if the dad was in the home, look, to a certain extent, I do agree. However, there are some goofy dads out here who do the same shit as a lot of like, moms and stuff too. I'm not knocking on mothers or nothing like that. I'm just saying to say like, well, they should have a dad in the home. People can come from two-parent households and still be little shits. Okay? That's still no excuse. And yeah, the school, yeah, she told that school so many times, like, hey, they bullying my kids. The school should have stopped that. Because if that mother would have attacked them kids or beat the hell out them damn kids, I would have, and this is just me, I would have sat there and told them kids, hey, y'all touch my son, y'all, I'm gonna fuck each and every one of y'all up. And then, one little boy who was a corner was like, hey, don't touch my brother. Would have gave that boy a damn Sweet Chin Music and say, shut the hell up, and then Sweet Chin Music hit his brother. And I was saying, I'll go ahead get y'all parents so I can whoop them in front of y'all and say, hey, raise your motherfucking kids. Cause if y'all don't discipline y'all kids and put them in check now, oh, they gonna have a rude awakening when they get into high school or get into college or become adults if they make it that far. Because they gonna run up on somebody who don't play that crap. And guess what's gonna happen? They gonna get either beat up, either gonna get shot, or they gonna get locked up, or they might end up 6 feet under. Y'all need to start putting y'all kids in check now because there is no kind of excuse on why y'all kids should be sitting there attacking anybody, let alone a woman just trying to walk her kids home from school. Ain't no excuse for that. You know, talking about it's lack of resources. Look, you can have lack of resources all day long, but at the end of the day, that ain't got nothing to do with lack of resources. That is inexcusable, and that needs to be nipped in the bud. Now, Chicago did show out there. I will say this. Chicago did show out and went up there to that school and they protested. And, like, you know, that woman and her 2 kids, hey, you know, I'm glad to hear that they're safe, that their kids are transferred out of that school or going to a new school, got a new home, and all this. But all that is to say this. Yeah, this is bigger than Chicago. Yeah, you know, they did this in Chicago. But it has to deal with kids who like disrespect teachers, who disrespect coaches, and all that. All that starts at home, and then y'all want to say like, well, you know, you shouldn't tell us as parents how to raise our kids. No, actually, I think I should because a lot of y'all don't teach y'all kids anything. Y'all too busy letting them watch reality TV shows. Y'all letting them too busy being on them damn iPads. Y'all ain't teaching them nothing. Y'all letting TV and all that shit raise y'all damn kids, and then when something happened to them, y'all want to say, "Oh, my baby." Nah. You ain't got no reason to be mad. So if your child is a bully and they end up with dentures at the age of 15 or 16 years old, nope, you shouldn't be mad. You should have thought about that when your child was out there causing havoc. You should have thought about that when your child was out there being disrespectful to people. So no, ain't no. Oh, no, I'm gonna get mad when your child gets hurt because they was provoking somebody. Nah, hell nah. You should have nipped that shit in the bud. Now that you didn't, now they pay the consequences of their actions. You're gonna have to shut the fuck up and let them deal with their damn actions, and you have to shut the fuck up and start raising your damn kids. So don't be sitting there getting mad talking. So don't be sitting there getting mad when something happened to them when you should nip that shit in the bud. And if you are a parent who is defending that or say like, well, I mean, you know, they just kids. No, ain't no kids 12, 13 years old beating up people and saying kids are going to be kids. No, they're old enough to know right from wrong. They are old enough to know right from wrong. They ain't got no mental handicaps from what we know. Like they not autistic or nothing like that. But even still, you still have to teach your kids how to behave and how to act right. And if they keep on misbehaving, then yeah, put a belt to their ass. Some of y'all don't believe in whoopings, but I guarantee you, if they start charging y'all, oh, I guarantee you that's gonna change in a heartbeat. I guarantee you, y'all gonna sit there and start whooping their kids. Because like I said, y'all might say like, well, if I was unsolved, oh no, it takes one good ass whooping. It takes one good solid ass whooping to change all that. It takes one solid ass whooping. See, here's the thing that y'all don't understand. See, when you start disciplining your kids and put morals and values and shit in their head and let them know, hey, I don't roll like that, and you put them in check, they're going to have more respect for you doing that. They might be mad for a little bit, but later on, they're going to thank you versus you just letting them do whatever the hell, you know, that you want them to do, and then they end up just, and then when you try to correct them, they like, first off, man, get up out of my face. You ain't never corrected me before. They gonna start disrespecting you. Then you want to get mad. No, you should have nipped that in the bud. That's on you. They can have good grades and all this shit all they want to. It don't matter. I've been to school where cats had good grades and they were still assholes. So that shit don't matter. It, like I say, you can be in the worst neighborhood on God's green earth. Hell, I grew up in one of the worst neighborhoods. Hell, basically one of the worst zip codes in my state. But I still have morals and I still have respect because that is what my parents taught me. Some of y'all kids might have A's and B's, but they ain't got street smarts. That little girl talking about like, yeah, I was peer pressured. Look, peer pressure my ass. You are old enough to know what you should and should not do. And even if you were peer pressured, you could say, hell no, I ain't doing that shit. But no, she started it because she swung on that woman first. Now, if that woman would have backhanded her, then what? Then the mother would have been mad. I would have said, F you. That should have been that woman's response if she would backhand that woman. Man, fuck y'all. She want to be a adult, she gonna get treated like one. Kids want to act like adults, they gonna get treated like adults. And some of y'all might not like that. Hey, well then you know what? A kid needs to stay in a child's place. That's what a child needs to stay in a child's place. Then some of y'all, talking about like, well, it takes a village, but some of y'all have this mindset of like, well, hey, you shouldn't tell my kid what to do and stuff, and tell your kids, hey, I shouldn't listen to nobody but us. But y'all don't even tell them what to do. So then when somebody try to check them, they'll be like, well, you ain't my mama or you ain't my daddy. I don't give a damn if I'm your mama or your daddy or not. When you're around me, I'm going to check you. Then I'm going to check your damn parents and say, hey, raise your fucking kids before somebody put a foot up in their ass or something worse happen to them. So again, y'all might not like that, and I don't give a damn. But at the end of the day, morals and respect starts at the house. Now, you can raise them right and they still being little shits. And also, too, if the school calls y'all and tell y'all how y'all kids is acting, quit telling teachers or the administration y'all can't take care or y'all can't take care of the kids, or say some crap like, oh, well, y'all can't handle them. I'm calling you because you're the parent. Your job is to make sure that this child we are here to make sure that they get a good education. We come because this child is having behavioral problems, but yeah, you want to be ignorant and you want to say like, well, I mean, y'all can't handle it. No, you need to come up here and you need to deal with your child. I don't give a damn if you're at work. I don't give a damn if you have 20 jobs. You need to leave, whatever job it is, come up here and talk to your damn kids. Now, if your manager say like, well, I can't leave work, well, shit, you better figure that shit out. You better figure that shit out. You better come on up here and talk to your damn kids. Because next time, they're going to be suspended or expelled. Then you got to deal with them at home if you choose to deal with them. But the way how they act based on how you do that shit at home. So that's why everybody is saying, get on your kids and quit having them start doing shit that y'all say, well, kids are going to be kids. No, see, let me say this. Now, roasting and joning and stuff, okay, that could be kids being kids. All right, kids outside playing, okay, that's kids being kids. But when it starts getting like violent to bullying and shit like that, no, they ain't kids being kids. There's certain shit that you can say, oh yeah, kids are just being kids. No. In this instance, they weren't being kids. In that instance, they decided to assault a woman who has sickle cell anemia, who was just trying to walk her kids home, and they gradually followed them and said like, well, the lady should have kept walking. They was going to attack her and them kids either or. So them kids who sat there and attacked that woman, oh, trust me, they're going to have a rude awakening going into middle school and high school. Or if they in middle school, they're going to have a rude awakening going into high school. Because if they think that they're going to just like, that this shit's going to slide by, oh no, trust me. There are going to be some people who are going to be on their ass, regardless if they leave the south side of Chicago or not. Oh, trust me, there are going to be some kids who's going to get into their ass, and they're going to learn real quick. Oh, shit, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, trust me. They in for a rude awakening when they get into high school and when they get into the real world. It's like I said, I'm keeping it all the way real. I'm not about to sugarcoat it. I'm talking about like, well, I mean, we got to understand these kids. See, here's the thing. When them kids do that, they need discipline. That's where that shit come from. You can try to talk with them. A lot of them kids, you can try to talk to. They still gonna continue doing certain shit. But when you start disciplining them, their behavior's gonna change. Like I said, somebody's gonna check them one good time. And when they do get checked, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, when them kids do get checked, for y'all parents who think that shit's funny, with them kids attacking that woman or their behavior, when they get checked, don't go on social media crying. Don't sit there and make posts like, oh man, my child got attacked. Well, hey, that's why I say, hey, boo hoo. Because you refuse to raise your child, that's on you. And also, too, quit recording your kids at the age of 4 or 5 years old, them acting an ass, cussing, all this, and you sitting here laughing and giggling, putting it on the internet thinking that shit's funny and cute. No. Nip that shit in the bud. Quit recording that shit thinking it's cute. And then when they get older and then they do shit like what these kids did, then all of a sudden when people start calling y'all out, y'all want to get mad. Nah, you ain't got no reason to get mad. You let that shit go on when they was 4 or 5 years old, so you need to correct that. So yeah, start being better parents and shut the hell up about saying like, well, hey, you ain't got no kids. You shouldn't. No, oh no, I'm going to tell you, and you are going to listen, whether you want to or not. Take your feelings and take that shit somewhere else. You being a shitty parent, that's on you. Take your feelings and take that shit somewhere else. You need to do a better job as a fucking parent. And yes, I'm going to tell you that to your damn face. Be a better fucking parent. For somebody else put their foot in your kid's ass and then you won't start crying. Nah, fuck that. Be a better fucking parent. Teach your kids morals and fucking respect. Period. All right, y'all. That's my Real Talk 1-on-1 segment today. This here is your boy John Harrison. You have a good Thursday. Peace out.